Where am I? Right.
Can you repeat the question?
Question is, if I'm hearing about these pastimes, I'm going to answer it from two angles. If I'm hearing about these pastimes, isn't there a problem of offense of dragging the pastimes down to my material level, right? So, on one side, there's the pastimes that might drag me down to lust if I'm remembering the intimate pastimes of Radha and Krishna. So if that's the case, then I don't meditate on them. Gurudev told me once back in the 90s, well actually the first time I ever asked him if I could read, what's that book? Govinda Lilamrita. Gurudev said, no, don't touch it. Well, I said, but there are some parts that aren't so conjugal, like, you know, when Radharani's cooking for Krishna in the kitchen. He said, don't touch it. Don't touch that book, you'll be destroyed. A few years later, he said, read it, but with the prayer that to Yogamaya, who's the personification of Krishna's pastimes, all rolled up into one form, that please don't allow me to have any material associations or remembrances while I read his pastimes. And if it comes, please take it away. And if it's coming and it doesn't go away, just put the book down. So that's for those kind of pastimes. But for any kind of Krishna's pastimes, like with his mothers or friends, or other pastimes with the gopis, like Venagit, it's natural that we will drag them down. Well, I mean, we won't drag them down, but we'll have material conceptions of them. Like Gurudev said to me once, when I asked him, what did I ask him? Oh yeah, so I'm preaching around the world, and I have intellectual understanding of what I'm saying, but not experiential or realized understanding. So he said, theoretical knowledge is no knowledge. Just like if you hear that Krishna and Radha are walking in the forest, then you'll think, oh yeah, I know what that's like. I used to have a girlfriend or boyfriend, and we used to walk in the forest, so I get it. Whereas actually it has nothing to do with what it really is like. So, but that's okay. The answer is, in brief, that's okay. Because if the imagination of my mundane conception is based on what I heard, and at the same time I'm offering the prayers, doing Guru Seva, serving his mission, chanting in the prescribed way, doing the deity worship, then a point will come where Guru will be so pleased with me that the real thing will descend on my heart at the time of Bhava Bhakti. I'll be advancing. So that imagination is okay, it's service. Okay?
And the real thing that comes gradually or at once?
Real thing comes, a reflection of it comes at asakti or natural attraction, and then a spurti of it, a vision of it in reality, comes in our heart at Bhava Bhakti. But Gurudev said it's still like behind a glass Elmira. But at that time, we're able to meditate without imagination. We actually experience our own swarup, our own form, in the pastime, serving Radharani as sporty, and then it comes and goes. Until when I reach the highest stage of Bhav, then in my next birth, I take birth in the universe where Krishna is performing his pastimes, in the womb of a gopi, and then I get trained up, and then it's permanent. Does that clarify it?
So using our imagination is...
It's okay, it's Bhakti Bhakti. Yes, sir. But not to use it on the in any of the pastimes where I could have lust, then I would avoid that. Okay, it's very late now. It's 10 after 8. Go, Gita, do you feel bad that I didn't call on you?
No, I don't want to take all the time.
I'll call on you first next time. Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol. Srila Gurudeva Ki Jai.